take profit trader and a lot of information to dig through. I want to come like 100 on it, so I got to make sure I got all the information right. No, I didn't. I didn't. No, I did not. Shoulda though, huh? All right, so where are we at? Let's check it out here. There's literally nothing to reach for above us that I see on NQ anyways. Okay, so really nice. No, there wasn't a cracking correlation. I thought there was for a second, but there wasn't. All right. Let's look back in the past and see when we had this kind of like curl up look to it. See this right here? Looks a lot like it. All right, let's drop down and see what's to the left here and see if there's anything that price could be reaching for. There it is. Let's drop down a little bit more. Yeah, that would be it. So price needs to redeliver to this area here. Clearly got 1, 2, 3, 4 for like 10 candles in a row down from this area. It never got up into here. Oh man. It just let me right back in. That's cool. Okay, so when price comes up into there, we can short it. Let's check ES out here. Yeah, it needs to come half back of this little baby area here. Because pretty much the biggest move down came from this area and it never got redelivered to, so it definitely makes sense why price is pushing up into there. I'm just not sure if it's going to be like this full kind of area here. So let's put an extra line right there just in case. All right, what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty good. And we have this beautiful end of day rip. Jeez. What was that about? So I figured out what's up with Take Profit Trader and why those dudes got banned. It's pretty simple. So I'm not going to make you guys wait to the video to figure it out because it's important you guys don't do it. So I went through and looked at what everyone was bitching about. Like I went through every single person that made some kind of complaint about it, dug through, figured out like where they admitted what they did. And it has to do with trading speed, like in terms of milliseconds. So they have a system that's identifying how fast you're trading. And if it's under a certain amount of milliseconds, not seconds, but milliseconds, then it flags you, right? So what's happening is some of these dudes have like 6 orders going off at the same exact time. And it's triggering their system that it's a bot. And it probably comes from, there's like a couple different trade copiers that will do this. And then also Ninja Trader's trade management system. So don't use Ninja Trader's trade management systems, especially with multiple orders. Because you know how you can scale out. You could have like, I used to trade on Ninja. You could have like one order there. Boom. You could like stack your orders up. But if they all trigger at the same time, like a fast move happens, and they all trigger at the same point because they're on sim data, there's a little bit of a delay. So even though like this one may have triggered higher than that one, but because that's not really in sim data, they don't, the price that they trigger at's not here. It's wherever price stops moving for a second. So even though your orders may be separated by price, it doesn't mean that they're going to be separated by time. So just make sure you guys are being careful with that. Hey, what up, Eric? What up, my man? All right, so we got a pretty nice push into there. Let's see if it's right where I have that, right where this candle closed at right there. Aha. All right, so we got a strong low there. I'm gonna go ahead and enter right there because I notice what happens with these where you have the, where you have like what happened on the left is very shallow. Like in this case, it's very shallow. A lot of times price never comes back up into here. Obviously, I'm not going to let it go all the way up to there, but that's just what I noticed. So is that it never comes back. It just kind of rips. Kind of like what happened here. So right here, you have the same really shallow kind of high to the left. And price just geeked down and never gave you opportunity to enter there. Just walked in the door, side trip 15 minutes ago, already changed dad's glucose sensor and arm and debating making sore run for him. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh shit. I'm about to cut this. I was looking at the chat instead of looking at here. We're still 3 minute one time framing though. All right, I'm out right there. Way too much risk on that. You have to switch to micros. It's too volatile. I got to figure out a way to get around it though. All right, no strong low broken. I'm pretty sure this is it though. Wait for the 30-second to break, I guess. Yeah, I'll try again right here. I guess I had my stop kind of placed in a bad spot. Looks pretty good for a reversal here, as long as nothing crazy happens. And then we should be expected to at least come down to this high here, I would think. Look at this beautiful crack in the correlation at the low here. Gorgeous. Beautiful crack in correlation at the low there. So this is pretty normal that this is called like an end of day spike up. If you get a volume profile, you just put on that last little bit there. Let me adjust this, didn't grab enough of it. Yeah, so you see here, this would be like what would be considered like the spike area. Let me move this back. So you see they'll kind of protect this. I have to put on the full length of it. Yeah, so right here, see where this like low volume node's at? A lot of you guys don't realize, but I traded volume profile for like almost a full year before X stopped using it. So what they'll do is they'll protect this like spike area, this low volume node. I think it's volume profile traders that do that. All right, so going our way, very nice. Yeah, beautiful SIR model again. Yeah, you killing it today, Beans? How'd you do? All right, so we're about at 2.R there. There's a little baby balance area right here. Should probably cause some kind of reaction there. Something I've been experimenting was with scaling out, was using like a 30 seconds or 15 seconds. I'm kind of still experimenting for my scale out. All right, so it went above the previous candle's high there, so I got out. Yeah. And we'll let the last one kind of ride now. It's a free trade. Yeah, I have traded just about everything before. I think so, dude. I don't know of a concept I haven't really tried for a good period of time. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Market profile, volume profile, channels, indicators, TPO charts, everything.
Hey, that's what's up.
The low volume node. That was right here. So this is like a spike up at the end of the day. If you have a spike, they call it a spike. Hey, what up, man? How's it going? So spike areas where the sudden and often dramatic price movement outside of the established balance area for the day. So here was the established New York session volume profile. Right here. That's the established one. Then you had that really crazy move up at the end of the day. So they'll protect the volume profile traders, which I would say probably most institutional traders are probably volume profile traders or something like that, I would think. Market profile, volume profile, I would assume. I don't imagine they're trading ICT concepts or anything. Um, so this would be like the spike area here. So they'll defend that. And you see this in Asia session a lot. So if we ever see like prices coming down, even though it looks like it should redeliver down here, but they'll defend this area here. It's also what they did yesterday here too. Like in the New York session. So there's your spike areas right here. Look how well they defended that. See that? They defended it. Yeah, you see it right there. And then this area here becomes like the support area. Eventually it will get redelivered, but you know, they're defending it, I guess. Kind of interesting though, huh? All right, so we now have redelivered to this area here. Should get some kind of pullback here. So I went in to exit there. I'll look to re-enter up here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. ES didn't. No, ES got there. And I'll scalp it up to there. God, Asia sessions is so much easier than New York session. I'm like it's so much easier. Now let's flip the script right here. And this would be the SIR model here. I maybe should have waited a second to flip the script. If it goes back above, like right here, I'm just gonna get out. I'm not gonna hold through it while it goes all the way up into there. Makes no sense to do that. There we go. Then I'll exit if it breaks the balance area there. Beautiful rejection. Perfect rejection. Gorgeous rejection. Hey, what up, Captain Kirk? There you go, bro. Damn, son. Nice day, dude. That's fire. He's put in the work, dude. You deserve it, bro. One of my first 101 students. Very good, dude. Proud of you, man. I haven't used it in a long time, bro. I probably is pretty cool these days, I'd imagine. I don't know, do they ever update it though? Or is it like Ninja Trader where they never update their softwares? That's my thing. No, I didn't know how to read it good enough, dude. I don't think it really did anything for me. I think I was too new to really understand the hey, what up? To really understand like how it actually how orders actually work, how the market reacts to big, you know what I'm saying? Let me guess you did that with Take Profit Trader. Oh, look at that beautiful SIR. I see why you're in there, bro. Oh, yeah, I definitely get it, dude. Beautiful, dude. Half back to balance. And you got the little low time frame SIR. Clear area to redeliver below. Good job, CJ. You nailed it, dude. It's perfection. All right, I'm gonna drop down to the 15 second and use 15-second one time framing for my scale out. Something I'm trying. Maybe 30, 15 second kind of not work. Doesn't, looks kind of whack. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Oh, nice. Nice, Captain Kirk. All right, there we go, guys. That's 3 trades in a row. Still on time framing. We're at about 2R right now. Boom. Look at that. There we go, guys. Easy peasy. All right, Nick's zone is oops. Beautiful SIR there. Nick's target's down there. All right, there goes gold. It's good. It just came into an area. Um, That probably causes a bounce. Damn, I missed the scale out on that. But that SIR model printed. That was the SIR model right there printed. I just got a really late entry on it. And I wasn't paying attention, didn't scale out on that. Now we should see it go half back now. Now I'm gonna take off half with gold here in a second because it's acting so weird. It's a little broadening information there. All right, there goes. Boom. Look at that, guys. Bam. Bam. It's cleaning up. Hey, that's what's up. Good for you, man. How's your cash account going? And you got the legacy accounts on Apex too, huh? That's what's up. Nice, dude. Nice. All right, half back to balance there. Pretty close. Gold's one of those assets where it'll come close sometimes, but it doesn't have to be like really precise for some reason. Let's look for a failure swing on this high here. Re-add into this failure swing here. All right, I'm gonna scale out there. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. They say Asia session can't be traded. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not a bad thing to lock in profit. Yeah, that weird trade was weird, dude. It was definitely weird. So I'll explain to you why I re-entered. Um, so we went up to there, and then I noticed that this little baby doji up here hadn't been re-delivered to. This doji right there. I noticed that hadn't been re-delivered to, and that was like the little balance area before that drop. So 1, 2, 3. I knew we had 3 candles in a row right there. So it made sense to me, okay, why it would pop back up into there. And then with that drop down, the candle opened up like that. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll try it. It was worth the risk up to there anyways. Yeah, that's very true, dude. Very true. Yeah, there's always more opportunities. Nice volume imbalance there. Probably re-add into this again here. Give it just like a little bit more room so I can tap the 80 here. Yeah, I think it might be bullish still. Yeah, there it goes. All right, let's pay attention to Nasdaq, see what's up with this. All right, did we have a cracking correlation at the low? No. I'm gonna add back into this right here. Move my stop down above that high. Because we had the cracking correlation right there. That's that high right there. ES took it out, redelivered into that balance area there. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, it's just a practice, dude. I spend so much time studying too. I think it's studying that helps it. Yeah. If I could just take advantage of it more. Late, I've been on this like weird run lately, dude, right? My greed has just been taking over my whole fucking being. I think I'm now on like 500 accounts in a row where I ran it up, then giving it back. And it's just greed, dude. It's so greed. It's just greediness. I think next week I'm gonna or maybe in the rest of the week, I might take the rest of the week off. Self-center again or something. Gotta go to the journal, man, figure out why I'm being so greedy. Like why isn't you know, a couple $1,000 a day worth it, you know? That's more money than I would ever make at a 9 to 5. Plenty of money. It's like as traders we become numb to the money or something. It's really strange behavior. All right, so we'll wait for price to see if it comes up into here or rejects. If it wants to go higher, this is probably in this area here where it's at now, I would think. Oh, actually, ES needs to continue down more. So I think we get one more leg down, probably. And if I get a chance to add in at like 70% here, I wouldn't mind doing that. Somewhere in this area, maybe 50%. We'll see. No cracking correlation yet. As you guys see, there hasn't been one yet. All right, there's a cracking correlation. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I'm gonna go ahead and add it there. We got the Kraken correlation. Nah, too early. All right, there's the 70% right there. Beautiful little continuation play here. Yes, redelivered there. You guys see that? It redelivered perfectly, so it shouldn't really come up anymore. If it does, I'm gonna get out. Beautiful rejection there. Fire. Beautiful. Yeah, I got bad habits with that dude. He says it amazes me how you never move your stop ever. After my target is hit, I always go break even and I end up hugging the price action too tight and get taken out. Yeah, um, yeah, it's definitely bad experiences with I had really bad when I first started, I had really bad habits with moving my stop. Like I just found if I just leave it alone, I do much better. Cause otherwise I do what you do or I'll start moving it up there and shit. Like so I just found if I just leave it alone. Yeah, you want time frame too on your out. Nice. It's definitely the way. Every once in a while though it bites me when not moving my stop. There's times where like earlier today on the first stream, price geeked up like I don't know. I don't know. It was like really fast that during your work session, that really fast move, and it screwed me big time. Where I wish I would have had moved my stop. All right, there it is, guys. So we got a Kraken correlation right there. We'll see if InQ rejects this or not. But ES has a long ways to go, so I don't think so. I think it should be good. It's probably filling in that little volume imbalance there. Tempted to add it's like another contract onto it. And there she goes. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so ES just came in this little micro balance area and half backed it to the tick. Still on time framing, so I'll stay in, but guys are killing me with the sound.
Yeah, we got that section for if you guys have sound issues. We got that section. All right, target hit there.
Now I'll go to 15-second for one time framing here. It's been a minute since I traded Asia session, like actually like really tried to trade it. Forgot how much easier it is. Yeah, that's a funky balance area there. So price went up, down, up, or no, it would have went down and then up. That's a really weird balance area. So seller sold and buyers bought. So we'll take the seller sold. All right, one more drop here. We might get the 70% retracement of this though, so nah, probably not. No, I'm gonna get out right there. Because obviously it's redelivering on fire, so I'll really look to re-enter at the 70% area there. I get the sound issues, guys, but it's not like my responsibility to make your sound work. How am I supposed to do that, y'all? Like, I get that it sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it, dude. I'm not at your pewter. Yeah, I know, that's the issue. That's why it's not my fault or my problem. And I just posted that in the chat and they didn't even look at it. Hey. All right, there it is. I'm gonna enter right here, guys. There's a chance that this one might not work, but my motto is I'll keep doing what works until it doesn't. That's just the motto I have. If it works, I'll work it. As long as it works, I'll keep working it. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4 pushes down. There's a chance that they might try to crack this trend line here. And what you do is you look for like where redelivery is complete, which would be right there. And then you just make sure it doesn't go above that point. If it goes above that point, it's probably indication price is going to go higher. And then one time frame you ended there too. That's another clue. All right, strong high break. There's not really any areas to redeliver above though. I just think they may have just wanted to, trend lines usually after 4 taps, they won't work anymore. So you got 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth, it breaks it. I don't think it's going higher. I just think that was probably just to do that. And we want to see price come down into here. Maybe it's a bullish SIR setup. That's a strong high break there. Close above it. Appreciate you guys helping him out. What's up, bro? He probably has me muted. You gotta check these controls. I don't know how it looks on a phone though. Alexis's manual is pretty good though, so. There's still music right now? Oh, it might be like a video playing in the background or something. Hold on. Yeah, is that better? Weird. All right, what about now? Yeah, there's nothing else open now, so I don't know what it would be now. Has that been happening the whole time? Oil's getting crushed. Look at that area we put on our chart days ago. Look at it hit that. I like it when I do analysis. Like coal, oil was all the way up here when I did that, when I put that on the chart. I like how it just seems to happen like that. All right, so we got this balance area here, guys. Last trade here, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Now the music's on. Yeah, it's funny, huh? All right, I'm gonna take one off right there, guys. Very nice place to scale out. Should still get one more drop here. Yeah, so as the oil goes up, um, this should push the indices down because they have an inverse correlation right now. So you see that how let me delete all this shit off my screen. So we have we got Nasdaq going up, oil goes down, oil goes up, Nasdaq goes down. You guys see that? So it's inverse correlated. You can actually use it to, just like we used to be able to use dollar. We used to be able to use dollar this way. So if you can identify where oil is going to be really bullish or bearish, it can help you identify if you should be bullish or bearish on Nasdaq.
So like right here, you had indices going down, oil up.
It's pretty perfect. Right here when the war started, right here. Yeah, oil up, down. It's pretty cool. Oil's bullish now, so it probably goes up, redelivers up to here. So that means we should probably be looking for um, the gaps down there to get filled that need to be filled down there. All right, so that trade worked out really, really well, guys. Yeah, that are you talking about that music, Eric? So you guys can see for tomorrow, I would, unless they magically defend this again, which I doubt it. We've been in a range for a little bit now, so uh, down, up, down, up. What's probably likely to happen is down, right? Or we redeliver up into there. So we have really two nice zones for tomorrow. You got like this one down here. I like them because they're both pretty far away from where we're at right now. And then this one up here. It's a good idea. Just put them on our chart now. Put some alerts up in there. And then download TradingView on your phone. And then you can get the alerts. And then you don't have to sit at the chart all day. Add alert. All right, redelivery is complete there. Good chance it goes. If it wants to go higher, this is where it probably will be done from. Let's make sure it redelivered. Maybe one more drop. Yeah. We did just have a major crack in correlation there. Never mind. All right, I'm gonna get out right there, guys, with that crack in correlation. Which I'm about max profit for the take profit trader account. So about $1,400 for the stream. No, I haven't. I'm about to buy the subscription again, though, dude. I really like their. I really wish I did, dude, because it's so helpful. I look at their little once a week emails that he sends out, but I wish I had the daily ones still. Yeah, it's just such valuable information. And this dude is so good at calling the markets. He's really good at it. It's just they keep increasing the prices, dude. Which the tool you want is Hero, right? You really want Hero. But I'm not gonna pay. I used to pay the $2.99. I'm not gonna do it anymore. The founder. I wish I could just buy the founder's notes. Or I wish they did a lot of wishing with this one, huh? I wish they did a just an option for the little emails he sends out every morning. Oh, they actually have a free trial. Oh, snap. That's cool. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, it's super valuable. Trends looking like yesterday to give a finger last end of day. The guy that made the 1.5 billion long yesterday, a billion? Whoa, that's crazy. And do you have the link to where he posted about it? Chinese trader who made 1.5 billion on gold builds a giant bet on copper. That's not the right one. Oh, unusual whales. That's crazy, man. I placed a 1.5 billion in futures at 6:50 a.m. The S&P was barely breathing. Pre-market Monday, they kind of quiet, where a single dollar, blah, 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 written by AI. At the same time, I shorted 192 million in crude oil. 3 screens, 1 coffee. Gained $60 million. Damn, let's see. That's what I'm talking about, you guys, with the whole liquidity narrative. So here's where he puts his position in at. $1.5 billion worth of S&P 5 futures bought. That's all it did. So who's scooping up $1 trillion worth of fucking of Nasdaq and shit to run stops? Nobody. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I don't see where he's talking about. I couldn't see where he's talking about spot gamma. ES made 240-point move. He should have 10x, but only made 60 million. He could be. He probably, when he exited, if he exited all at once, it probably was such a bad spread on that. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah. So to record it, I just use YouTube, bro. It's the easiest way to do it. I've tried the other recorders, but it takes up so much data and stuff, man. Yeah, just live stream. Just live stream, and then you got the link and everything after that. Yeah, but you are. But if you're streaming, you are recording it, right? So you could record it with a screen recorder, like OBS has a. You go to settings here, you can record too. OBS is cool because it's free. Yeah, you can set up. You go through the settings. I don't know how to exactly do it, but yeah. But if you are streaming, yeah, that's why you just record it on. But if you stream it, you're recording it. You know what I'm saying? Just share your link of your. Just share the link of your stream. Yeah, or Streamlabs. It's all the same thing. There's the only way to do it on Discord is like you have to share the link of the stream. That's the only way I. What's Handbrake? I've never heard of that. Yeah, it is, right, man? How many people are sleeping on that, Captain Kirk? So many people, dude. So many people sleeping on it, dude. Not even trying to learn it, dude. Probably the best setup I've ever created and just no interest, man. It's crazy shit. Whatever. I don't care. No, but if you want to, that's how you're gonna have to do it. Stream to YouTube, and then you could even set it to private, like I do. Most of the time, I don't set it to public. I just set it to private. So you go create stream, go live, then you like schedule it, or you don't have to schedule it, but you have to go through this process. Like, and then you just connect to your OBS to it, which OBS has a pretty like you just sign into YouTube to do it, and then share the link of your stream, and then like you don't have to set it to public. Watch. Yeah, then you can just set it to unlisted, and then when you're done, you can just share the link, and they can click on it. That's the only way I figured out how to do it, but yeah, the SIR model's fucking beautiful. Yeah, exactly. That's it, CJ. You're right, bro. You're correct. 100 on that. Because if you think about it, guys, you can't. This is why trading the most popular trading strategy in the world is not going to work. Like, three people have to lose for you to win. If you make a 3R trade on average, let's say on average you make 3 times more than you lose, just, you know, we don't know how much everyone's risking, but I imagine about the same, like as far as retail traders. So if you win 3R, they have to lose, there's three people losing, right? So you don't want to be doing what everyone's doing. Yeah, yeah, it is super easy, huh, bro? Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up though. Make sure if you're using Take Profit Trader that you're not using Ninja Trader automatic ATM strategies. Don't use them, guys. It's too fast. It triggers it as a bot. And then any other like copy trading systems, where there's a couple of them that I looked at. Now the video's coming out. You'll see it in the video. There's a couple different copy trading platforms that will be flagged as copy trading too. So yeah, I figured out why people are getting banned. It's pretty simple. It's all about milliseconds. If it's super fast, and because like I said at the beginning, so if you have an ATM strategy where you have like multiple stop losses that are near each other, right? Like let's say you have multiple trigger orders, and let's say Nasdaq's, like this, and let's say Nasdaq crashes down, right? The way it works in sim funding or simulated accounts is you don't actually get out at this price. You don't actually get out at that price. You get out at wherever Nasdaq stops moving. This is why I save my stops, because that's just how the stop losses work in sim. You don't get out here, you don't get out there, you get out when Nasdaq stops for a split second. So that's why all these orders would then go through at the same exact moment, same exact time, and trigger within a couple milliseconds of each other, which is too fast for you to push the button, right? You can't like push the button that fast, so it registers as a bot. So be careful. Yeah, I'd even be careful with that one, dude. I wouldn't use them at all, personally. I wouldn't risk it, dude. TPT's too much of a fucking blessing. I honestly wouldn't even copy trade with them at all. There's really not much reason to. It's not, for me, it isn't worth it. That company's like the shit, dude. I'd have to go back to stacking accounts and be this whole fucking thing, dude. I'd be so upset. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta do something, man. I gotta do something, dude. I don't know if I'll take the rest of the week off. I don't know, man. I gotta do something, though. I need to really dig into why I'm being so greedy, which usually takes some time off to really contemplate my actions. Some meditation type shit. Yeah, exactly. That's what it takes, Captain Kirk. Yeah, if you want to, because these issues, like I think you'll find in traded, you'll have some issues that aren't really chart based, right? They're more like deep seated belief systems or biases or flaws in your personality, and it takes like a lot of like to really get to the bottom of it and fix it. You have to like really figure out why you're doing it, which takes a lot of thinking. Hey, appreciate that. Yeah, that actually sounds good. Walk on the beach sounds good. Not much, man. Just wrapping up the stream. All right, guys. I will. If you guys want to join the paid section, you guys know where it's at. I'll put it in the VIP for you if you want. Are you? Nice. All right. I will see you all maybe tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. See how it goes. Keep you guys updated. Hey, you're welcome, Beads. Hopefully you guys made a little money with me and learned a little something. That's the goal, right? Peace out.